Hi fire signs, I hope you're doing well. This is Nikki the Van Mystic. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm here today to do your mid-September readings for September 2019, fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So these readings are put in place to give you a little bit of guidance and insight for the next couple of weeks, help you understand the energy and the things that are coming up, and how you can navigate that, where you should be focusing and everything like that, okay? So these readings are intended for sun signs. However, if you feel called to watch for your moon sign, your rising sign, or any of your other signs, do what you feel called to do. Please follow your intuition on that. And of course, there are other video readings on my YouTube channel for water signs, air signs, and earth signs, okay? So if you have another placement in one of the other elements, you can go check those out if you feel drawn to, okay? Okay. So these are going to be individual readings for Aries, Leo, and Sag. There are timestamps in the description box below, so you can skip right to your sign if you would like to. I'm going to start with Aries today, and we are going to begin by seeing what is coming up, what the energy of the next couple of weeks is for my Aries, what's happening, what do you need to know. What is coming up for Aries for the rest of September 2019? Okay, Aries, so I've got the Nine of Swords, I've got the Lovers, Ace of Cups, Eight of Swords, okay? So I have a specific message coming through for some of you, and that is a feeling like there's a relationship that you're in, whether it be a love relationship, probably, or a friendship or a partnership of some kind that used to be really aligned and feel really good, but lately you've been sort of stressed out and feeling like it's not working for you anymore, and there's a potential that you've been wanting to break free from this relationship. However, you've been afraid, and so this next couple of weeks offers those of you who are going through something like this to recognize your power and break free from this kind of constricting relationship that you have grown into, okay, and to step into something new. For some of you, I just feel like a general stress around relationships, like in general, like you might find yourself having a hard time communicating with your loved ones over the next couple of weeks. You may find that you're just having a hard time getting on the same page, or like I just feel like you have maybe some stuff, like some feelings that you can't quite intellectualize or identify, and you don't know how to communicate them, so it's creating this kind of tension, and there's a need to be a little bit more open with your sharing, even if that sharing is just like, hey, I'm having some stress and some feelings that I haven't quite been able to put my finger on, but I just want to let you know that it's affecting me and my energy and the way that I'm acting towards you and myself, just so that everyone knows what's going on and everything is out on the table, okay? So there's just a potential for some stress around relationships, around interactions with other people, Aries, and then there's a need to focus on being honest and just expressing your truth and being open with your heart around that, okay, so that things don't just get kind of like confusing, and like I feel like there could be mixed signals, or just sort of like it could turn into something that it's not, right, because of miscommunication and things like that. So again, just be honest, try to put things out on the table, be open with your heart, be open with your feelings, even if you don't even quite get your own feelings, okay? Okay, so next I'm going to pull a card for you, Aries, on something that would really benefit you to focus on for the next couple of weeks. So something that you can sort of pick to put your energy into, aside from harmony within your relationships. What is something that we can pick for you, Aries, to focus on for the next couple of weeks? Okay, don't take on too much, Aries, because if you take on too much, things are going to kind of implode or fall apart, okay? So if there's an area of your life, it feels like a branch that's like being bent, and then snapping, okay? If there's a part of your life that feels a little bit like that, like mounting pressure, I can just take on a little more. I can take on a little more, okay? You can't take on a little bit more, okay? You're going to end up crashing. So whatever area of your life this applies to, address it right away, like in the first few days, and try to delegate or put some of your responsibilities off. Don't be afraid to let some things go that are just like putting too much pressure on you, because I really feel like some of you are going to crash. You might even wind up getting like a cold of some kind. You know what I mean? Like when you just put yourself under too much pressure and too much stress, sometimes it can end up manifesting physically. So just think about that. Think about where you're feeling under a lot of pressure and make sure that you take some of that pressure off as opposed to putting more of it on, okay? So that's where your focus needs to be over these next couple of weeks, Aries. And lastly for you, I'm going to pull a card to represent something that you should not be focusing on, Aries, for the next couple of weeks. So something that might be coming in to distract you, to take you off of your true path, take you away from your focus. Okay, so I've got the World and I've got the Ace of Wands, okay? And here's what I feel. I feel like this sense of taking on too much because you are like excited about it, okay? It's like a potential for getting like overly excited and impulsive and agreeing to do things or take things on or try to take on too much because you're like, yeah, gimme, right? So yeah, so it's kind of like that. Like, okay, every time I see this card, it kind of looks like a penis. So there's sort of like a phallic nature to this, and it makes me think about thinking with your penis, you know that saying? So try not to do that, metaphorically speaking or symbolically speaking. It's sort of like try not to be impulsive, try to use a little bit more logic and a little bit more reason as opposed to being driven by your vital force and passion, which sometimes can just agree to doing things without really thinking it through, okay? So it's not sexual in nature, but you can sort of use that symbolism for it to make sense with you. Think with your head, okay? Don't take on too much, Aries, all right? Okay, so we are going to move on now to Leo. So Leo, hello. We are going to start by pulling some cards to represent the energy and the things coming up for you in the next couple of weeks, Leo, the second half of September 2019. What is coming up for my Leo people? What do you need to know? What is happening for my Leos? Energy of the second half of September for Leo. Okay. Okay, so I've got the Eight of Cups, I've got the Four of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. Okay, so Eight of Cups and Four of Pentacles. There is potential to release something that you've been clinging to or you've been feeling stubborn around, okay? So something that has not necessarily been working for you, or maybe it used to be, now it no longer is, and it's not really serving you. It's not even necessarily like something that you really want to be doing or something that makes you feel good, okay? Something you've been stubborn around, something you've been clinging to, you have not been wanting to let it go. This next couple of weeks is a chance for you to admit that maybe it would be best if you did let it go, okay? Because when you do let it go, you can focus on creativity and you can really put your head down and get kind of in your own zone, do your own thing, and start to create from a place of newness, from a place of purity, I feel, and really just this sort of like divine creativity, this authenticity that is not coming through right now, because it's like you are clinging to something old that is taking up too much space, and it's not really authentic to you, Leo, okay? So think about how that could show up in your life over the next couple of weeks, something to be aware of. What is taking up a lot of space in your life that you've had an unwillingness or a fear about letting go of? And how could it benefit you to just release it and walk your own path and make your own choices in that area of your life, so that you can follow your curiosity, follow your creativity. There's really just like a sense of childlike purity and curiosity that comes along with this. it feels like it's freeing up a lot of space for you to spend more time working on things that get you excited, that feel good to you, and really come from your own heart. So, so specifically, it sort of feels like you have been like, clinging to maybe the direction of somebody else, or, something that's not really resonant or authentic to you anymore. And there's potential for you to move on into something a little more heart-centered, creative, and pure for you and your soul, okay? Okay, Leo. So next, I'm going to pull a card to represent something that you can be focusing on for the next couple of weeks. So this is something that you can be putting your intention into, something that you can pick. You can choose to be putting your energy into. Okay, so I've got the 9 of Wands, and I've got the 10 of Pentacles, okay? And what I hear is fighting for your dreams, okay? Fighting for your vision. Over the next couple of weeks, there is potential for you to really take a stand in pushing your vision and your true dreams and goals into the next phase. But it's not necessarily going to be the easiest push. It's going to take a lot of effort, a lot of work. It's going to take perseverance. Sometimes you're going to feel exhausted. And this also makes a lot of sense with what was coming through before, because if you are like kind of clinging to old things that are taking up a lot of space, it doesn't give you as much energy to push for your true, authentic dreams and goals. And you're going to need that energy to kind of fight for what you want and fight for what you need, okay? To fight for your vision. So clear out the things that are not really true to your vision, are not helping you along your path to your goals, right? But they're still somehow taking up a lot of energy and time and space, because you are going to need everything that you've got to kind of claw your way towards your dreams and your goals over the next couple of weeks. So taking things to the next level, taking the next steps, okay? And that's completely within your reach, but you need as much energy as you can gather, okay? Okay, so lastly, Leo, I am going to pull a card to represent something that you should not be focusing on for these next couple of weeks, for the second half of September. What should you not be focusing on? What might be coming in to distract you, take you off of your path to your true vision, dreams, and goals, your path towards letting go of what is no longer serving you? What might be coming in to distract you? Well, well, well. What do we have here? We have the 2 of Cups and we have the 4 of Pentacles. So again, we have the influence of another person that is holding you in this stuck place, okay, that is taking up a lot of your energy and a lot of your power and ability to move and be free and do what you want to do. So this is what you should not be focusing on, right? So people pleasing, following the path of other people, the direction of other people, the leadership of other people, taking on tasks that don't belong to you, that belong to other people, okay? There's really a need to put yourself first, your own dreams and goals first, so that you don't get stuck and your energy does not get depleted or worn out working on all of these things or holding on to all of these things that aren't really serving you, okay? Okay, Leo, so have a wonderful, wonderful couple of weeks, and I will see you at the beginning of October for your next reading, okay? Okay, so we are moving on to Sagittarius. Hi, Sagittarius. I hope you've been having a lovely September. We are going to start by pulling some cards to represent the energy that's coming up for you, some things that are coming up for you for these next couple of weeks, for the first half of September 2019 for Sagittarius. What's coming up? What do you need to know, Sagittarius? Okay, you too. My Sagittarius, what is happening for the beginning of September? Wow, a lot of swords, Sagittarius, okay? So we've got the 8 of Swords, followed by the Ace of Swords. Then we've got the Page of Pentacles, and we've got the Queen of Swords, okay? So here's what I'm feeling. The next couple of weeks offer you an opportunity to find your voice, to find your truth, and to speak it out loud to yourself and to others, to break free from some anxiety or some trap that you have felt that you have been in, something that has been constricting you or holding you back in some aspect of your life. Maybe even this is just manifested as some confusion over what path to take in some area of your life, okay? And the next couple of weeks, it's sort of like this tool appears. This tool appears and offers you a chance to cut through the bullshit, cut through the confusion, and to reclaim your power and free yourself from whatever has been constricting you, oppressing you, or keeping you stuck, okay? So it's all about breaking free for the next couple of weeks, all about finding your voice and using that voice and that truth to cut yourself out of any trap that you have been placed in by yourself or others, okay? And following that, we've got the Page of Pentacles, and we have the Queen of Swords, okay? So with that tool, that sword, that truth, you are encouraged to learn something new and set out on a new path of learning for the next couple of weeks, Sag, okay? You love learning, you love wisdom seeking. So that is what you're being asked to do. You are being asked to seek wisdom over the next couple of weeks, and seek wisdom that really interests you, that resonates with you, that feels aligned for you, your soul, and your truth and your path, okay? So it really feels like breaking away from a path that no longer belongs to you or one that has made you feel stuck or constricted, and stepping into a new path, one that feels a little bit more true to you or a lot more true to you, and being sort of unapologetic about it, being like, hell yeah, this is my path and this is what I'm doing, and I know it because I know myself, I know my needs, and I know my desires better than anybody else. So I feel another big thing for you, Sagittarius, is going to be laying down some boundaries. So for a lot of you, you may have sort of like these outside forces or influences that are trying to get you to go back to the old way of doing things or influence your new direction or whatever it may be. Make sure that your voice is louder than any of the other voices that surround you, and don't be afraid to say no, okay? Great. So Sag, next I'm going to pull a card to represent something you should be, or you are encouraged to be focusing on for these next couple of weeks. So where should your focus be? Something that you can be putting your intention into. Let's see. Yeah, awesome. Queen of Wands. She is the master of expression, of creativity, of really authenticity, stepping into your true self and your true form, and being proud and confident in who you are, okay? So focus on being your true self, your authentic self, and stepping into the most pure version of your creative self-expression, okay? So express yourself authentically. Don't be afraid to be you. Let your uniqueness shine, okay? Okay, Sag. So lastly, a card to represent something that you should not be focusing on. Perfect, okay? Something you should not be focusing on over the next couple of weeks, Sagittarius. We've got the Four of Cups, okay? So making sure that you don't fall into this place where you feel like there's no opportunity available to you, where you feel like you're stuck and there's no way out, and you just sort of end up in this gloomy, kind of dumpy, kind of sad place. Don't let that happen, okay? There is potential for you to break free of whatever it is. There is potential for you to step down a new path, to have, exactly the kind of things happen that you want to have happen, okay? But you have to start with believing it. So don't let yourself fall into this place of apathy or disengagement or whatever, because that's not going to allow you to see the blessings that are going to be coming through, and the tools that are going to be coming through, to allow you to break free from the cycle that you're in, or break free from the constricting binds that are surrounding you, okay? So make sure that you don't fall kind of into this spacey place of, moodiness and nothing's going to happen, so why bother? Things are going to happen, and you have the power to make them happen, okay? Even if you're just making them happen with your voice, right? Your voice is a powerful tool, so don't be afraid to find it and use it. So, Sagittarius, big couple of weeks for you. I hope you found that helpful, and this wraps up my readings for fire signs for the second half of September 2019, okay? Okay, so I will see you in a couple of weeks. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you loved your reading today, please like this video with a thumbs up below. And if you want to book a private reading with me, I will leave the link to my website in the description box below. Okay, have a great couple of weeks, everyone. Bye.